Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Elsa here, hanging out with you Saturday as promised. Told you guys I was going to be doing a video today as I celebrate my 1 month post-op from my VSG gastric sleeve that I got done February 26th. So today's the 27th, so it's 1 month post-op. So thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe, as I will be recording, as many other people have recorded their journey for the weight loss surgery. But let's go ahead and get started. So I know I always see, because I joined 2 groups on Facebook, and I always see people posting like, what should I pack? What should I take to the hospital? You barely need anything. They're going to give you a gown. They're going to give you water. They're going to give you socks. I took slippers. I took my iPhone charger. And I took, what else did I take? Obviously, a change of clothes. That was pretty much it. And my makeup bag with my toothbrush and all that good stuff. But you really don't need to stress on it. They're pretty good at providing things for you, but for the most part, at least for me, I was in and out. I got there on Friday morning at 7 a.m. and I was released probably around 11:30 the next day. So you, again, don't really need much of anything unless they tell you that you're going to be there for a couple of days. Some people stay there a week. Some people stay there for 3 days, 2 days. So just pack accordingly. Most likely during the time your stay in the hospital, you're gonna be in a gown. So just take a change of clothes for when you are ready to come home. Headphones are okay. A lot of times they have Wi-Fi, Netflix, things that, you could tune into the TV and whatnot. But like I said, don't stress on the little things. Of course, pack the basic essentials that you'll need, but don't overpack because it's not necessary. You probably won't use it. A lot of the stuff that you're going to take. So I just wanted to go ahead and touch on that because I know there's a lot of people that are in line and have surgery dates and whatnot to get your surgery. And that question always comes up. I think did not a Google search, but I even did a search on Pinterest, like what to pack or what to take to the hospital. And it was like not even half that stuff that I took. But I also got a lot of good feedback from people. So that's why I want to share. Also, I wanted to touch on the pre-op diet. There's a lot of people that ask, do I need to follow it to a T? You should be following it to the T. I would say I did like 90% of my 97% by the book for the pre-op diet, and that's where I lost 10 pounds before surgery, and then after the surgery I've lost 14. So altogether for this 1 month I've lost 24 pounds so far. I told myself I don't want to lose weight too fast. A lot of people are like, oh my God. And I did stress myself out a little bit, but then I told myself, okay, you need to chill out. It'll happen. Follow the rules. Do what you got to do. But that's one thing that I suggest is definitely following your pre-op diet as best as you can is going to help you succeed and create those habits. I know usually they say give it, 24 days or 90 days to create a habit, but I believe it definitely helped out, especially with waters and protein and just the liquid part of it, I guess. It was very helpful. Especially after you have the surgery, you're on the liquid diet. So that definitely, I say, helped so much. So follow your pre-op diet. It's important. And I know that sometimes we get weak-minded or sidetracked or whatnot, and you really want to eat like a fat burger or something like that, but just do your best to follow the pre-op diet because they do it for a reason. They need to shrink our liver. If it's not shrunk enough to where they need it to be, you might just get postponed and rebooked for another surgery day. Out of all this time that you've been waiting, that's the last thing that you want, is for them to reschedule your surgery. So follow your pre-op diet. If you haven't watched any of my videos and you're interested in knowing, did I get my surgery here in the States? Did I do it somewhere else? I didn't do it here in the States only because I was going to pay for my surgery, and I didn't want to do the 6-month program or 8-month program that a lot of healthcare providers do put you on first before you qualify to get the actual surgery. So I knew it was something I needed to do and needed to make a change. And I had been thinking about it since July of 2020, not even July, May of 2020, when my mom passed away. So I had told my husband, whether you like it or not, I got to do this and I'm going to take care of myself. So that was one of the decisions. Once I weighed myself in February and discovered I was 217 pounds, I said, that's it. So I made the change, called my doctor. His name is Dr. Armenta. His office is actually in TJ in Tijuana, Baja California. And it's only like from my house, since they picked me up and brought me back home, it was only like, let's say without the traffic, it probably would have been like a 20-minute drive. So that was super helpful. But there's some great surgeons out there. Make sure you do your research. If you're interested in knowing about mine, again, send me a message. I am more than happy to get that information to you. Again, his name is Dr. Armenta, Rene Armenta. And you could Google him. He's on Instagram. He's on my Instagram if you follow me as well. But what was I saying here? Yeah, following the pre-op diet, and then doing your research on what doctor you want to go with and if you're going to use insurance or not. So one thing I do also want to add, because after I had my surgery, I started watching my 600-pound life or whatever, and how that doctor works with all of the patients and whatnot. And I posted the other day as I was watching the show that it's very encouraging. I love the way how they, the doctor really wants you to work and has you in your best behavior, and you really got to prove yourself if you really want the surgery. Again, I didn't have to go through that because I just paid out of pocket in, Mexico, but I just give it up to all those folks that are doing it through their surgeries here in the States, and how you have to get approved and all of that. So big ups to you guys, because it is definitely hard to stay focused. Especially, I have a 4-year-old, so I give her chicken nuggets, macaroni and cheese. She has snacks here and there, and then I'm cooking other meals for my husband. So I obviously get tempted naturally, I want to take a bite of here or a bite of there, and it's hard to keep myself on track. So if I would have done something like that, like those patients on the TV, or just like any other patients here, I think I would have probably learned how to control myself a little bit better. But I'm trying. That's the thing that matters, is that you tried. I actually had Taco Bell for the first time like 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm craving just like the soft like Taco Bell meat with some sour cream and a little bit of cheese and just a couple of chips here and there. And I ended up only eating like the inside of the Taco Supreme. I was able to eat one taco, and even that I was like, okay, tap out. But it was good. Like, my stomach hasn't given me any problems. I did start eating, more soft foods and regular foods this week, barely, as we should, because our stomachs are not sensitive, but they're getting used to foods right now. So I haven't had any problems so far. The only thing that I've learned with avocado, it doesn't sit with me as well, which is so weird because I love avocado. But I don't know if it's like it's too filling for me, or it just gets stuck, not stuck, but it gives me a little feeling just right here. Not in my esophagus, but just my chest. I don't know, my chest area, esophagus, one of those, but I don't like how it sits on me right now. So I'm going to stay away from the avocado toasts and stuff like that just for now. Give it a little bit and maybe retry again some other time. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Soft foods, getting into normal foods little by little. Protein shakes, those, you know, we got to live by forever now. So I do 2 shakes in the day. So far from the premier ones with 30 grams of protein, I can only take the chocolate one and vanilla one, more so the chocolate one. I haven't tried the coffee one, even though I did buy the coffee one. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm looking forward to that maybe in about a week or 2. We'll see. I'm trying to just stand back from the coffee right now, even though I am a coffee, or I used to be a coffee drinker. I just want to give myself a little bit of time with that. But as far as protein shakes, I with the vanilla one, I do like to put like frozen strawberries or frozen blueberries. I have learned so far that the berries that have like too many seeds, like blackberries, raspberries and things like that, the seeds don't sit right now too well in my mouth. I keep spitting them out and I don't like that. You should, I mean, obviously before we could down anything, right? So that as far as the protein shakes, I learned not to put that stuff in, or those berries in the shakes. But you know, that's something that you just have to find, I guess, the right kind of shakes for you, because you got to remember, we're going to be taking these shakes for a long time. I did start including more protein. I'm trying to do more protein every single meal that I have. I do my vitamins on a daily. I do the multivitamin by Bariatric Advantage, the EA one. I also do the Sugar Bear hairs, and then the hair skin nail by Bounty's Nature as well. So those vitamins I live by. I also take the peptides that my nutritionist suggested, and it's a flavorless powder that I just drop into my protein shake when I do actually mix it and not just drink the cart. So that's where I'm at with my vitamins. I was never one to take vitamins like that on a regular basis, but now that I'm about to be 40 in May, I'm like, okay, let's just start kicking them in a little extra right now. So let's see, water. If you saw my other video, I didn't do too well with water in the past 2 weeks. This week I definitely bumped up the water, and it's going really good. I found myself with low energy, and I chatted with my doctor, and he said, you know, I could do a lot. It could be a lot. It could be something emotional for you. It's not just water, but you definitely need to be taking your protein and your water on a super regular basis. I haven't set like alarms on the hour every 10 minutes to sip my water, because I usually always have a water in my hand. So this week, like I said, yes, I've been so much better with my water intake. So just make sure you take your water. It's going to hydrate you. You don't want to end up in the hospital. I definitely don't. That's my big fear, is ending up in the hospital because I'm dehydrated. So water intake is very, very important. Like, it's so important. It's not a joke. Like, if you're gonna do this, just know that you're gonna have to be solid on the water, and your protein shakes, and your protein, you know, and your vitamins. See, it's not easy. It's hard. It's work. Like, it's really work. But it's for the best, you know. You're still losing pounds like you couldn't before, at least for me. It was hard, like I told you before, it was hard to lose 5 pounds, yet alone 24 pounds. So it's work. I mean, I try to go walk 2-3 miles. The other day, me and my neighbor went. She started joining me for my walks, so we did almost 4 miles. So just, you know, keep yourself motivated. I know it gets hard but you have to do it because this is just the beginning, especially if you're about to get surgery or you just got surgery. We're doing it for a reason, because we want to be healthy. So make sure you walk. My doctor said I could start jogging, so I'm like, yay, little jogs here and there. I can't lift weights or do actual full-on workouts yet, he said, but within a couple weeks we'll get there. Another thing I wanted to talk about was support. You know, support is so important. At the beginning, my husband was not supportive. He learned about the surgery, but when I got home, it was like, I have a new husband. He's very supportive, and it made me so happy because to him it was like the easy way out. Let's just be honest. It was the easy way out. And I told him, like, no, dude, you don't understand. You don't have my body. You don't know what I've really been through, because I don't share. You know, it's something I've always just kept it within me, and I'll do my own thing, but it's just not the same. It's not the easy way out. I'm going to do this because, like I said, I want to walk my daughter, or, you know, be at my daughter's wedding. I want to see her walk down the aisle and be a grandma to her kids and whatnot, and just be there. Like I said, I'm about to be 40 years old. So I want to make sure that I'm there for those special occasions, those special memories. So that's why I did it. And I want to be around for a longer period of time, and just for more preventative health reasons. That's why I chose to do my surgery. But support is so important. I joined a support group on Facebook, 2 of them actually, and they're pretty awesome. They definitely keep me on my toes and motivated, and I like to go ahead and communicate with other people and even push them on. Like if they're like, oh, okay, I'm having surgery next week, I'm like, yes, make sure you stay on your pre-op diet, and just be encouraging, just like, you know, people were to me as well. Or, you know, I'll just ask like random questions on there. So support groups are super helpful, definitely. If you don't have enough support at home, definitely join a support group, because I have a 4-year-old, and then I have a husband, and he owns a business, so his mind is always elsewhere, and you can only communicate with a 4-year-old so much, and definitely not about this. So support groups are the way to go. Let's see, support groups, 2 weeks, proteins, books, Pinterest. I've been going hard on Pinterest, boy. I started meal prepping for my husband. He's trying to gain a little bit of weight, and I've just been meal prepping all his meals. And it's been very helpful. And then I'm now looking into different options and whatnot, how I'm going to go ahead and start meal prepping for myself, because I'm going to go back to work April 6th, and really looking forward to that. So meal prepping is definitely something that's going to be taking effect, just so I make sure that my days are successful and not set myself up for failure, and just create that good habit. So I love that, you know, he started doing that before me. So now I'm like, okay, this is how I'm going to do mine, and just getting prepared for that. But meal preps, I see so many, you know, bariatric patients. They're like, yes, meal prep is the way to go. You got to do it. And that way I can also make sure that I don't reach for something unhealthy, as opposed to what I already have packed in my bag. So I'm looking forward to my meal preps. Obviously, they're probably going to be tiny, but that's okay. You know, whatever floats your boat, and just make it healthy. Now, one of the things that I was just excited about with today is I actually got to wear some jeans that I haven't worn in such a long time. And I was like, yes. And they actually even fit better than when I did wear them, because I don't have a muffin top as much. But I got to fit in some jeans today that I love, and I was so happy. And I was like, oh my God. I sat in the car. I was so much more comfortable. We actually went to a restaurant today, and I was just like, man, it feels good to be actually wearing normal clothes, jeans and stuff, because I haven't worn jeans in so long. It's either work clothes or just leggings or you know, active wear. But jeans, I haven't done them for a long time. So slowly but surely, we're getting to the point where we need new jeans. But my doctor also said, don't buy clothes for a year. I was like, whoa, a year? Maybe a little before that. So yeah, so let me give you my status. So again, I started at 217. Day of the surgery, I was 207. Right now I am 193. My goal is to get down to 150, 160, and see how I like that weight. For me, I'm 5'3". Again, I'm about to be 40 years old, and those are my personal goals. And we'll see how I feel then, you know. My skin, I feel that it hasn't like changed, but I feel like it's a little softer. You know, I could definitely tell a difference in my legs and in my butt and whatnot, my arms. But my husband's like, don't worry about that, because once you start hitting the gym, you know, you could work on that, and you know, muscle has memory and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to going downstairs to my garage, maybe not a gym yet, but downstairs to my garage and doing some weights and just some lifting and getting toned up. I might be joining like a workout group, or maybe even go back to Orange Theory one day. But for now, I'm just going to stick to my walks and maybe start jogging just a little bit. I did want to go ahead and also let you guys know that Instagram has some awesome VSG people on there that are so supportive, especially with the coffees and their mixes and what they do on a daily basis. It's so motivating and inspiring to see other people like, oh, okay, yeah, you lost a little bit of hair, but it grew back, and just things like that, you know, I don't know, maybe if men go through that as well, but it's just so like, okay, you got this, you got this, you got this. We're all gonna lose hair. Like, I chopped my hair off. I used to have way longer hair, but I chopped it off just to not have my hair be down so heavy. But I know there's gonna be changes to come. I'm trying to keep on the right track, and I just want to thank all my supporters for supporting me, for watching this video, because you could be doing any other thing, especially on a Saturday night or a Sunday morning. But yeah, we're just trying to keep it moving and trying to do my thing. And hopefully this video was a little bit helpful to you. Like I said, I'm just sharing my experience. If you're gonna get the surgery, if you got the surgery, you know, hopefully those are some good tips for you, if any. And hopefully you give me a thumbs up or just comment below. If you have any additional questions or any questions, ask me. I'm good, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. And hopefully I'll shoot you guys another video next month. I'll be on Instagram posting here and there as well. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. You guys have a good night.